Hello, family members. Welcome to part 2 of Tracing the Origin of Efik people. I ended the last part by telling us that some of our ancestors settled in Igbo country, in Aro, in a village called Otutu. And as a result, their hosts called them Hebrew Otutu, based on the fact that they were Hebrews who settled in Otutu. Hence the name Efik Eburutu. But what I forgot to mention is that another group settled in a place called Gibo, corrupted or known today as Igbo. Please take note of that. And if you missed the first video, I have dropped the link in the description box. It's important for you to watch it if you're going to follow up and understand what we're doing here. Having said that, let's continue our migration story. And today, our focus is going to be on events that took place in Arochukwu. There was a personality called Iboku. He was so important to our ancestors that they accepted him as their father. And history has it that the first 6 Ndidem, that is kings of the Iborutu people, were named after him. And the name Iboku was adopted for the group. Iboku had 2 children, namely Eno and Atai. Now, I want you to take note of Atai because I will mention him later in this story and I don't want you to be confused. Now, let's talk about Eno. Eno settled in Gibo and he became the first Edidem, that is king of the Eburutu tribe. He was called Eno or Ibomeno or Eno Iboku. The alternative name Iboku was not his personal name. It was a name that was used to refer to the group, the Eburutu group that settled in Gibo. Do you remember the group that settled at Otutu? Great. That group had a leader called Oton, who became the second Edidem of the Iborutu people. Now, Otong had 3 children, namely Ikpoto, Ama, and Ibugu. Ikpoto and Ibugu became the ancestors of Efiad and Ibugu. You know the song, Efiadima Wudomo. So, Ikpoto became the ancestor of Efiad, while Ibugu became the ancestor of Ibugu. Those places are located in Oron in Akwa Ibom State today. I hope you're following. Now, history has it that there was a disagreement between the Iboku people and their hosts in Otutu over objects of worship. And the Iboku people left Igbo lands in families, except for some that had intermarried and couldn't leave. They left in families. The Otong Iboku descendants moved first, followed by descendants of Enoibon, who later founded the various Enyong subclans, including Asang, Atan, and Obioseren. Now, do you remember Atai that I asked you to take note of? Iboku's son. His descendants broke away and founded Itu. And this Itu was first settled in a place, this Itu group first settled in a place in Igbo lands known as Mbuzo. Hence the name Itu Mbuzo. Then later on, adventurous families sailed and settled in the present day Itu that we know in Akwa Ibom State. And finally, Ididematai himself left Igbo lands in the last quarter of the 13th century and settled in present day Oron. I hope you've enjoyed the story up to this point. I don't want to bore you with too many details, but next time we're going to talk about events in Oron. Today we spoke about events in Arochukwu. Next time we'll talk about events in Oron. At this point, you should subscribe, if not, you're going to miss out. I know you like gist. Please subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with another interesting episode of Tracing the Origin of Efik people. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.